What is going on, everybody? It is Justin, your guide into Apechain, and today we're going to go over. I'm not sure if you guys saw. I literally just saw this today. I'm a little bit late in the news, but there's a new Apechain website. Well, maybe it's not new, but it's like there's new stuff inside of it, and it looks way different than before. It looks a lot better, in my opinion. I love the graphics. Whoever did this, amazing. But like the new aesthetic looks pretty crazy. So again, we got Apechain, the place to ape, but you might be wondering, okay, where's the new updates? And it is actually inside of the Apechain blueprint on the side. So I'll actually zoom in. The banana bill, Apechain docs, join us on Telegram. I'll skip the last two. We'll just go over the blueprint today. But what is the overarching plan for Apechain? And that's a good question because it's actually outlined here in the blueprint for Apechain. So we'll just break it down here, kind of go through everything. So how is Apechain different? So we are leveraging the benefits from Apechain's core plans as well as the Arbitrum roadmap to form the blueprint. So what is this? What is this? I guess made of, right? So there's two things here on the website. First off is Apechain Core. So Apechain is focused on three key areas to improve user experience with the blockchain. So number one, content. Number two, tools. And number three, distribution. So content, tools, and distribution. And then, of course, on the side over here, we have Arbitrum. So Apechain obviously is built on Arbitrum. So Apechain is developing 4 key Arbitrum roadmaps milestones to support ApeCoin. So again, the first one is Stylus, Time Boost, Bold, and Cluster Chain. So again, that kind of goes over my head, but that's okay. We'll just kind of break it down as we see on the website here. So what is the core approach for Apechain? So by focusing on ecosystem discovery, unique Web3 rails, and top of the funnel exposure, Apechain will provide both developers and users with the best possible experience on the blockchain. So again, we highlighted in Board TV and previous videos, apps, games, stuff that people actually use on blockchain is probably where this is going to be oriented and focused. So what's the first thing we have here? Protocol incentives. Of course, you need builders, you need contributors. So what better things to have than grants, protocol incentives, et cetera, et cetera. So again, this is actually highlighted in the banana bill. So the banana bill is funding decentralized app development on Apechain. And one of the requirements is to set aside allocations of future token networks to reward those who participate in the bootstrapping, not only of those DApps, but of the chain itself. So again, allocating grants, allocating future tokens, everything to make sure that builders, and contributors are, I guess they have the support and funding in order to build the things that are useful in our ecosystem, right? So the points program on Apechain will be a measurement of decentralized contributions to the network. Okay, so there's a second layer here. So I guess contributors will receive benefits from the partnerships that are negotiated by the Banana Bill Committee. Okay, interesting. And then 3 key areas of focus. So improving user experience across the ecosystem. So number 1, of course, is content. So again, content is key. That's where people, that's where people's eyes are, especially if they're searching for things on YouTube, Twitter, X, even TikTok and Instagram. So again, Apechain makes ecosystem navigation easy. As new DApps permissionlessly build on Apechain, users will be able to find them easily through the official Apechain ecosystem website coming September of 2024. Oh, so that's literally like this month. So, okay, that's pretty soon here. So so I know I mentioned all those other social apps, but basically we have a centralized official ecosystem website that's coming pretty soon here. So users are more likely to find and contribute within an ecosystem they can visualize easily, right? So if you're in a specific, if you're working in DeFi, if you're working in games, if you're working in all these things, that makes sense to me, actually. So Apechain prioritizes consumers by making onboarding easy. So we're going to talk about the onboarding process here. So working with partners like Halliday, Decent, and Privy enables us to streamline onboarding through simplified bridging, account abstraction, and fiat on-ramps, all featured in the Apechain widget. So again, they have onboarding mechanisms there. They have a bunch of partners, and I guess they're going to make it easy for builders to be discovered, especially if they are creating things inside of the ecosystem. So that's pretty good. What about number 2? So of course, builders, you can't build anything without tools. Web3 rails that enable competition are a key differentiator on Apechain. So again, the reboot protocol. I remember doing a video on this a couple weeks ago, where Reboot actually came over to Apechain. So Reboot runs on Apechain and offers a crypto primitive for wagering, right? So we're seeing these like crypto native primitives that are going to be instrumental for new dApps to be built on top. Again, you can take a position on yourself, or I guess users using the infrastructure, to have that experience, right? So you can take a position on yourself, on your friends, or on an event. So all dApps on Apechain will be able to leverage these skill-based rewards to make Apechain the best place to host competition. So again, Reboot is going to be one example of a crypto primitive that will allow more utility for builders, users, etc., in this particular niche, right? Such as competitions, skill-based rewards, etc., right? So we're also innovating to the approach to native yield. So today, Apechain is the only chain to feature native yield with instant withdrawals across Apecoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins. So what about number 3? So top of the funnel, distribution. So distribution is the key for Apechain's success. It's how we pour gasoline onto the output from content and tools, right? So Apechain has already gained traction with world-class brands like Bape, which help developers reach new audiences, right? That collab that we saw with the Bored Ape Yacht Club and seeing the new Bape products, that was pretty sick, right? We saw a bunch of merch, from New Sweater, New Sweater, the zip-up one, and then also, some nice shoes and plushies and whatnot. So again, Apechain is a place to build for people to build on other sides. So again, we have an other side mention here. Goated. So the ODK has easy-to-use Unreal blueprints that allow you to buy, sell, and trade NFTs within other sides. So again, there's going to be rails that allow you to, do trading with NFTs inside of other sides. So you don't necessarily have to go to a website to do it. You can just do it inside of the metaverse, right? There you go. So rather than having people interact with the blockchain through just websites, we believe that a spatial internet will be the new frontier of consumer crypto, and our other side will be that leading touch point. So that's pretty good. Okay, what else? Outside of that, they're going to talk about Arbitrum advantages here. So the key benefit of building on the Arbitrum stack is that Apechain progress can be augmented with deep coordination between Apechain and Arbitrum developers, right? So you get support there, especially if you're working with Arbitrum. So Apechain is adopting 4 key Arbitrum roadmap milestones to support Apecoin. They kind of talk about time boost bold, cluster chains, and stylus here. They kind of go over things here where they go over programming languages such as, writing smart contracts with Rust, leveraging efficiencies with Rust, C++, etc. I won't bore you with that. I'll probably have to deep dive that later. I just want to go over briefly stuff you can take advantage of, especially if you are a builder or a developer. They kind of go over time boost, gas fees, deflation. You have decentralized Apechain security with Bold, and also you have cluster chains for app-specific scaling. So again, they have layer 2s and layer 3s, and they kind of go over all those things here. But what else is inside of here? And again, I'll scroll up all the way to the top, and you guys can just access this from here. What about the banana bill, right? Because the banana bill is also part of Apechain's plan, right? So here we can kind of see stuff related to the banana bill here, and I'll break it down here. So what is the banana bill? So if you guys didn't see that breakdown inside of the AIPs earlier, I guess we can go over it here in the more TLDR format. So the banana bill is here to give apes another opportunity to eat. So this isn't a strings-free grant program or a venture capitalist equity funding program. This is over 100 million ApeCoins set aside to fuel commercial agreements and user incentives. So commercial agreements, user incentives, not a strings-free program or a VC equity funding platform. This is a little bit different. So who should apply, especially if you guys are building on Apechain? So if you're an established Web3 company, if you're capable creatives and collectives, experienced developing teams or development teams, projects with a proven track record and on-chain component, and you're ready to launch on Apechain, anyone who is hungry and relates with the ape ethos can apply, right? So why should you apply? Well, obviously, if you want to make more money and you are already building in the space, you might as well apply. So there's tiered fund. There's 3 reasons, right? Tiered funding: quickly find the resources you need. Of course, you have boosted visibility with the Apechain team to empower your launch, and of course, you have designed incentives to structure user rewards. So again, what are they looking for? Again, they're looking for impact, innovation, awareness, and potential. So again, I guess if we break that down, demonstrate how your project would create a positive impact for the ape ecosystem. They also talk about cutting edge ideas and solutions. Leave your AI shell company at home. Oh, shots fired. Okay, amazing. Projects that resonate with the Ape ecosystem and elevate visibility, of course, if you have the capability, and of course, lastly, if you have the capability to execute your project successfully. So again, they have a forum, they have a Telegram. Of course, you can feel free to join that below. But again, I am very much enjoying the new Apechain website. Again, we kind of went over a couple things here, the Apechain blueprint as well as the banana bill and why you should apply for grants or build on Apechain itself, especially with the tooling that they have and the reach that Apecoin, the Bored Ape Yacht Club and other side has. If you're already in the space, by all means, Apechain is the home for you. I'll have all the links in the description below. So you guys, if you guys are looking for those things, you can definitely apply. But definitely, if you like this content, of course, we'll break down more Apechain news as time goes along, as we see more updates. Definitely hit that like and subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed this content, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.